Hello there, Stevos. Welcome back to my music wrap-up video. In this video, I am going to be talking about the recently released album that is Kings of Leon. It's called Can We Please Have Fun? Well, sure, you can. You can have fun, literally. I mean, you know what? Just take that poster away, you know, away from the screen, and sure, we can have fun. What would you like to do? I mean, you know, do you want to prance around? You know, do you want to have a bit of a boogie? I mean, I don't know. But anyway, let me talk about this album, though, because obviously I have listened to it. Actually, you know, I do like to dive into when I listen to new albums, actually, and I've been doing that quite a bit during this series so far of the music wrap-up. You know, like there's been times where I've been in the car and listened to a new album, and obviously like when I'm editing videos for YouTube and stuff, I've been listening to a new album, and I think it's safe to say that 9 times out of 10 I probably will be listening to an album while editing a video. If it's a new album anyway that's recently come out, I probably have listened to it whilst editing a video for YouTube. And trust me, I've been doing a lot of editing lately. But Can We Please Have Fun, though? Was it a decent album? For me, I'm going to say this, okay? Like, to begin with, it started off pretty great to begin with. And then I felt like halfway down the album, it started to drop a little bit, I guess. For me, anyway. You know, it's no hate on the band or anything like that. So, you know, and I know I have said this quite a lot in recent music wrap-up videos. I've said, oh, you know, this album, it's got no skips required whatsoever. I do feel like that this album does have a couple of skips here and there in order for me to get to some of my more favourite tracks from the album itself. But you know what, right? I mean, at the end of the day, we all have an opinion on an album, whether we like the band, whether we kind of like the band, I guess, or, you know, and maybe there are people out there watching this video that probably don't even like Kings of Leon, you know, and I'm not going to judge them or anything like that, you know, it's just your taste in music, I guess. But I think 9 times out of 10, though, I like to think that a lot of people watching these videos are either fond of the band or they're really into the band, you know. And there are probably people out there watching this video now going, Steve, I know what you're talking about. This album for me was no skips required. There are other people out there that might be like, Steve, I agree, you know, some of these songs aren't as decent and I do skip over some of them myself. So I just wanted to put my point out there, okay? But what I am going to do, and I've done this with other music wrap-up videos I've done in the past, is I'm going to go through the track listing. I'll go through the running time as well as to how long this album is as well, which is something that I haven't really done, I don't think, in previous episodes of the music wrap-up. So let's have a look, shall we? So, Can We Please Have Fun? This got released back on May 10th, so earlier this month this album got released. It's 44 minutes and 56 seconds long, so it's nearly 45 minutes long, and it's got 12 songs that feature on the album itself. And here are the songs. So we've got Ballerina Radio, Rainbow Ball, Nowhere to Run, Mustang, Actual Daydream, Split Screen, Don't Stop the Bleeding, Nothing to Do, M Television, Hesitation Gen, Ease Me On, and Scene. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, okay? I think opening this album with Ballerina Radio, I think was absolutely great. I love that song. Even on first listen, I thought, yeah, this is a great song. Love it. Rainbow Ball, again, I thought was another top-notch song to listen to as well. But I do feel like, I think by the time we got to kind of Mustang, well, Nowhere to Run, actually. When we got to Nowhere to Run, all the way down to Split Screen, I feel as though those songs kind of, for me anyway, for me personally, those songs kind of tanked a little bit. And then we got to Don't Stop the Bleeding, and then it started to pick up for me again. I started to gain a bit more interest in the songs and stuff like that. So yeah, Don't Stop the Bleeding was great. Nothing to Do, I absolutely enjoyed. Again, I feel like M Television, Hesitation Gen, Again, I feel like those were kind of the drop-offs for me a little bit. I mean, M Television, I think, might actually grow on me the more I listen to it, though, so that might also be the other thing. But literally, I think as we get into the last two tracks of the album, though, Ease Me On and Scene, especially Scene, I've got to say this now about Scene. Scene is such a great album finisher for this album, by the way, so I can praise the album for that. It has got, and I have said this in other episodes as well, it has got a great opener, and despite the fact that my views are, well, this album's a little bit up and down for me, you know, there are some songs that I enjoy, there are other songs that I don't really enjoy much, you know, but I'm really glad to see that, you know, at least I didn't waste 45 minutes of my time listening to this album, because, yeah, there are songs in there that I do like, of course, but also as well, it's the fact that I really enjoyed the first song that I listened to from this album, and I really enjoyed listening to the last song on this album as well, which is at least a really good thing about it. Now, I'll be honest with you, I've never really listened to any of Kings of Leon's previous albums in the past. Obviously, I do know some of their music. Obviously, they did the song Use Somebody and Sex on Fire as well in the past. You know, and those were songs that I grew up with and listened to on the radio and stuff like that. So, but yeah, for me though, just to a certain extent, I did enjoy this album enough to say, yeah, it is something that I could go back and listen to. There are, however, some songs on this album which unfortunately don't land with me, don't stick with me, unfortunately. And, you know, and I guess that is the way it is. So there is some songs on this album which, for me, unfortunately, are skippable, I guess. They are skippable. So there we go. That is my review of Kings of Leon. Please can we have fun. Hope you enjoyed this video, this music wrap-up review of Kings of Leon. If you did, please give this video a like, leave a comment in the comment section down below. Have you listened to this album yourself? Let me know your favourite tracks from this album, and what is your all-time favourite Kings of Leon song? I would love to know in the comment section down below. And as always, if you are new around here and you like what you see, then feel free to hit that subscribe button to become a Stevo. I'll be back with another music wrap-up episode coming up on Friday this week, when I'll be talking about another album that came out back about a month ago now by Jess Glynn, simply titled Jess. So that's coming up for you in my next episode of the music wrap-up, which is coming to my YouTube channel on Friday this week. But until then though, it's goodbye, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys again in my next YouTube video.